Hey everybody, Melanie here for Living in the Crazy Lane. How are you today? Well, I am on something I read about and I wanted to kind of bring up to a few people. Mickey Mouse or Disney World has made a choice that I think will not make a lot of people's vacations so magical. Now let me explain. What I have read, and I've also done the math, of Disney is now charging for resort guests. That means if you are staying at a value resort, a moderate resort, a deluxe villa, you name it, you're going to be paying extra. More extra than what you already are paying in your vacation. And that is, you're ready for it? You're paying for parking. You're welcome. You are already paying, remember, quite a lot of money to go to the parks, stay on the property. More than likely, you're paying for a meal plan, and now you're paying for parking. Yeah. I will be honest here. That was give me a moment. Of course, I gotta charge my phone in a few minutes. Okay. Now, here is the thing. Disney is not... How do I put this? This could bite a lot of people. This can bite Disney square in the rear. And I'll explain how. It's not going to bite them in the rear come spring break. Why? People have already planned out their vacations, already reserved, already have paid off everything. So they're not really having to worry so much about the spring breakers. But then you have summertime people. Yeah. And a lot of people are going to be doing the math of, is it worth it? Is this vacation worth the money they're asking? Now, I love Disney. Don't get me wrong. I love Disney World. I love Magic Kingdom, all of that. But I've taken my kids twice to Disney. Once in 12 and once in 14. Now, I went through our 2012 vacation itinerary. And we always go for a value resort when we go to Disney World because you're spending, no matter how much Universal may be competitive, it's not 100% competitive. Universal has Universal Studios, Islands of Adventure, City Walk, and Volcano Bay. 2 parks, a downtown area, and a water park. This is Disney. You have Magic Kingdom, Epcot. You have Hollywood Studios. You have Animal Kingdom. On top of that, you have Typhoon Lagoon, and you also have Blizzard Beach. You also have Disney Springs. Not to forget, and not to ever forget about, you also have a golf course. And so you have 4 parks, 2 water parks, a downtown district, kind of like downtown, basically, let's just say an outdoor mall. Call it what you see it. So you're seeing Disney has quite a bit more than, let's say, Universal. Not to say they aren't competitive with each other. Oh, they are. They are. But Disney has a lot more than Universal in many ways. Now, what Disney has done is kind of playing it hate to say it, kind of greedy-wise. And I'll explain why. One, you got to think of how much both Universal, Disney, all these parks, you are paying top dollar even for value. Let's be honest for 5 minutes. You are paying top dollar. It doesn't matter if you are staying at Universal, Disney World. I don't freaking care. You're paying top dollar. Okay. Universal already is up front. We are going to charge you for parking. Steve and I paid, I'd like to say $20 when we went to Hard Rock Hotel per day. About the cost it cost us to get down to Florida is what it cost us to stay at Hard Rock. And I don't mean to have our car stay at Hard Rock. Yeah. Disney, $13 for value. $19 for moderate. $25 for Villa or Deluxe. Now, I did the math. Now, back in 2012, my family vacation to Disney World cost us a little under $2,300 when you did the math correctly. And we stayed at Pop Century. We checked in on a Sunday, checked out on Friday. We had 4 days in the parks. We had the meal plan. We had the classic meal plan, which is quick service and table service, plus 2 snacks per person. Okay. I thought that. Now, that was just under 23. Just under. Now, did that same exact vacation from 12. I decided to go on to Disney's website and see how much would it cost me in 18. $3,599. Okay. Now in 14, we stayed at Art of Animation. That's a little more expensive than Pop Century. We checked in on a Sunday, left on a Saturday. More days. Why? We wanted Wednesday to be a break day. We did nothing except went out to dinner. So, you're hearing more. Like, okay, wait a moment here. We did all of that and had the meal plan, regular classic meal plan. You ready for how much that price tag was? For 14. $2,600. Oh yeah, that came with the picture pass. So 12 and 14 weren't that long ago. I mean, time didn't just completely flew by, right? So when you think about this, somebody over there is hiking the prices up. Now, this is where I'm a little irritated at Disney. Is if you look at who are the guests in your parks, the ones who are paying the money, who are lining your pocketbooks, they're the middle class. And everyone has a tipping point of how much they're willing to spend on the vacation. Steve and I have our tipping point. I think our tipping point has always been $3,000 or under. I think that's a pretty reasonable tipping point. So with all that said, I have to ask whomever is in charge, why are all of a sudden the big price increases? Now, yes, do they have like Pandora? Yes, they do. They're having Star Wars World. Yes, they are. But look at the people who are coming to your parks. Look at that for 5 moments. Are they the people these are the people that are lining your pocketbook. Let's just put it that way. Believe it or not, the ones with the kids, the ones who are shelling away every possible dollar are the ones who are coming over to line your parks. Go into your parks. Those are the ones. Not the ones who got endless amounts of money. They're not willing to shell out that type. So putting it this way, why are you stabbing the back of those who are literally keeping you in business? Think about that for a minute. Now, I am going to be honest here. I don't foresee Disney. I foresee them taking a bit of a cut on the profits come summer, fall, winter, and going into next year's spring. I will explain why. Everybody has a tipping point. And I'm sorry, when you do the math, the tipping point's already there. I told Steve, we're not going to Disney this year, and it has nothing to do with, we want to go to Disney and we can't afford it. No, we have other priorities. We want to go to Surfside Beach. We've never been. We want to visit some family in Tennessee who's never met our kids. We have other priorities. Disney is not on the list this year. But I don't think Disney's going to be on the list for 19. And I'm saying that's pretty sad and pathetic. Now, before the internet trolls come out and make their snide comments, nobody is entitled to go to Disney. It is not a prerequisite of childhood. It's not a prerequisite to get to adulthood. You have to have gone to Disney at least once. That's not part of this. What people are saying is we're hitting the tipping point. It's like this. Back when Steve and I first got married, gas hiked up to $4 a gallon. It hiked up to $4 or $5 a gallon, I think. Steve will comment later and tell you how much it hiked up to. But I distinctly remember we didn't go anywhere. We didn't go anywhere. We regretted having a larger vehicle that took more gas. But you ready for this? People chose other methods of transportation, and they refused to pay the outrageous price. That is where I'm getting irritated. It seems like more and more companies get greedier by hiking the prices up. And you have to ask yourself the question, is it worth it? Here's the thing I'm going to tell everybody. When I go out to a water park, an amusement park, I guarantee you, yes, I am packed for 2 weeks. Yes, I am bringing laundry detergent because I'm doing my own laundry while I'm there. And I have groceries. Why? I'm not paying the prices for a bag of chips. I'm refusing the prices they ask for key things. I'm sorry. I've been to enough places, and it ain't my first rodeo to know how much things are and how much they really should be. I'm sorry. I refused to go to Kid Rock this past year. For one of the top reasons was when he was at Pine Knob, it was $20 tickets, $4 beers. We were doing great. This year, we went to, not this year, but back in 17, sorry. Steve and I heard Kid Rock was coming into concert. We gotta look at the price and went like, well, that was a kick in the groin. The thing is the more and more people hike up their prices, hike up their increases for extras that we like doing, taking our families on a vacation, going to a concert, going to a movie. The more and more these companies see, can we push the tipping point just a bit more? The more they hit, more and more people are not going to go. I mean, let's completely be honest here. You're looking for also not just going, you're looking for quality, not the deal. I mean, we went to Kalahari recently, and I'll be honest, I got a room for $99. Yes, it was not a $99 trip when you do the math of meals and all that stuff, but it was a pretty inexpensive trip. Which leads me to have to ask, how many people are going to start realizing you have power to tell these big fat cats who think that they have a leg to stand on increasing and increasing to the moment your tipping point is met. People have power to say, no, lower the price, and then we'll talk. So Disney, as much as I love your company, I'm kind of disappointed you decided to take the choice of going more expensive. A lot of kids, they like your shows. They like your movies. A lot of parents are going to say, though, I'm not paying that price. Yeah. A lot of parents are saying, I'm not paying it. Think about that. This is Melanie for Living in the Crazy Lane. Just wanting to let everybody know, if you're planning to go to Disney anytime in the next 3 to 6 months, you're going to get a nasty sticker shock on the parking issue. And I hope to God they choose to say, you know what, this was a dumb move. So this is Melanie for Living in the Crazy Lane, telling everybody to have a wonderful day. Bye.